Hey, you look lost. If you're listening to this episode 0, you're probably new to Cunningham's Law Review. First off, welcome to the podcast and let me introduce myself. I'm Ritchie, your host here at Cunningham's, and I started this podcast because I love music and the people who make it. I've always felt that music at its best can help me be my best, whether that be from inspiring me to creativity, helping me understand an experience that I'll never have, getting out extra laps around the track, or helping me from one mood to the next. So to make sure that I could know as much music as possible, especially from artists that I don't currently listen to, I decided that I would listen to the last 100 years of the top musicians and songs, one year at a time. This podcast is my attempt to share that journey with you and to invite you to take the journey with me. New episodes start on October 15th, 2020. You can think of Cunningham's Law Review podcast as a book club for music, and one I'm hoping you'll enjoy being a part of as much as I'm enjoying making it. 4 times a week, we post a Spotify playlist on the Cunningham's Law Review profile. In that playlist, you'll find 3 parts that total up to about 45 minutes a day, perfect for your workout or your drive to and from work. First, on side A of the podcast, we give a brief background on the day's artists and their songs and highlight special things to listen for. This part of the podcast is usually under 5 minutes and is meant to get you listening to the music quickly with just enough information so that you don't miss anything. The second part of the playlist consists of the songs that we'll be listening to back to back with the podcast so that you'll only have to push play once for everything. Finally, on side B of our podcast, we discuss a more in-depth history of the musicians and their legacy, the impacts of the songs, and review each one of them based on a 25-point scale composed of 5 factors. Altogether, it's a new format that we call curated listening, and we think you'll love it and hear a lot of music. In our review system, a perfect song would be one that makes an important artistic statement while innovating and pushing boundaries, a song where you believe the artist's expression of their statement and that demands the performers be at their best, and a song that does all of this while making you want to listen to it and keeping you coming back like a drug. A song that can do all of these things at once is extremely rare and would earn a perfect score of 5 in each of these 5 categories for a total of 25 points. But we don't exist in a vacuum, and we take the name of our podcast from Cunningham's Law, because we're on a mission to learn a ton about music, and Cunningham's Law states that the best way to get the right answer on the internet isn't to ask a question, it's to post the wrong answer. So we'll post what we think, but we also want to hear your take through our dedicated subreddit at reddit.com/r/CunninghamsLawReview, or through an Anchor voicemail. You can also reach out to us on Twitter at CunningReview. We're really excited to have you start your journey with us today, and we can't wait to know what you'll have to say as we discuss the music that so many have loved before us. Thanks for checking out Cunningham's Law Review, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you.